Hey MTG fam, raise your hand if you're building a dumb little deck. Let's take a look at mine. So the commander I've chosen for this silly Golgari deck is Rendmaw Creaking Nest from the Duskmourn House of Horror set. Rendmaw is a legendary artifact creature scarecrow with menace and reach that costs 1 black, 1 green, +3, and he says that whenever he enters, and whenever you play a card with 2 or more card types, each player creates a tapped 2/2 black bird creature token with fly. Those tokens are goated for the rest of the game. Now I know what you're thinking. He was the alternate commander for the Death Toll precon. Try a little harder, Mads. Okay, but hear me out. Rendmaw provides an opportunity to cram my deck full of cards with 2 or more types, flood the board with little guys, and then punish everyone else for it. That sounds fun, right? Here's what I'm thinking. Starting with lands, I'll make sure to have whatever artifact, enchantment, and creature lands I can get my hands on. Things like Vault of Whispers, Volvamoss Lair, Dryad Arbor, Dark Moss Bridge, Tree of Tales, Urza's Saga, Power Depot, Scene of the Crime, Treasure Vault, and Living Landscape. To really get the most out of Rendmaw, I need a way to bounce these guys back to my hand, so I'll utilize cards like Golgari Rot Farm, Errant Archway, and Guildless Commons. And just for added fun, cards like Prismatic Omen, Blanket of Night, Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, and Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth can help me make my lands more versatile so they can be bounced back to my hand with cards like Everglades and Jungle Basin. There are plenty of enchantment creatures and artifact creatures to add to this deck. We've got Enduring Vitality, Farrakha, God of Affliction, Renata, Called to the Hunt, Roaming Throne, and a boatload of scarecrows like the Swarm Weaver, Osseous Stick Twister, Wicker Folk Thresher, Scare Tiller, Scuttlemutt, Fang Skulkin, Thornwatch Scarecrow. Very on brand for our guy. And we can't forget these cute little 0-drop babies, Ornithopter, Memnite, and Phyrexian Walker. Super easy ways to trigger Rendmaw. A couple other no-brainers for a Golgari deck where multiple card types matter include Bow of Nylea and Whip of Erebos. Now when I started crafting this deck, I was feeling kind of silly. I just wanted to get as many dumb little guys on the field as possible, regardless of whether it was myself or an opponent that controlled them. So to help crowd the board, I'm including cards like Grist the Hunger Tide, Gruff Triplets, Hazel of the Root Bloom, Lathril Blade of the Elves, Ophiomancer, Scoot Swarm, Bitter Blossom, Colony Garden, Insidious Roots, and Creekwood Liege. Then to really take advantage of the amount of token creatures being made, being on the board, or being sacrificed or destroyed, these are the cards I'm planning to include. Chatterfang Squirrel General, Doubling Season, Compy Swarm, Azuri's Predation, Emrakul's Evangel, Popular Egotist, Vengeful Blood Witch, Wildwood Mentor, Audience with Tristani, Phyrexian Tower, Culling Ritual, Season of Growth, The Meathook Massacre, Moldervine Reclamation, Convert to Slime, and Death Reap Ritual. I can kind of add a little more of an element of graveyard interaction with cards like Insidious Roots, Gloom Shrieker, Journey to Eternity / Atzel Cave of Eternity, Tublios Mortuary Golem, Scarecrow, Conduit of Worlds, and Dread Return. And here's just some other stupid stuff. Spitting Dilophosaurus, Veto Thorn of the Dusk Rose, Shieldred's Edict, Stampede, Suffocating Fumes, Leyline of Abundance, Nature's Will, Unnatural Growth, Vampiric Rites, Welcome to Mortuary Mire, Oran Reef the Vastwood, Binding the Old Gods, Amulet of Vigor, Deluge of Doom, Drag to the Roots, and Smuggler's Surprise. It's going to be fun, and I can't wait to finish it. I've already been picking up some awesome singles for this deck at Uncanny in Richmond, Texas, Third Coast Cards in Katy, Texas, and Geek World in Tyler, Texas. Yay, magic! Okay, thanks for hanging out with me. Bye!